Going on? This is Badass Micro's Fire Guy 343, bringing you a replay of a Offlane Tide game that I had. Speed this up. Watch a little bit of their draft.
Crystal Maiden.
Faceless Void.
I believe this was also a ranked all pick that I played solo.
Behold the horn of Warlock. Anti-mid. Gyrocopter.
Come on. Okay, so we have a
Prepare for battle.
Tide, CM, Warlock, Abaddon, Gyro against a Pudge, Faceless, Magnus, Anti-Mage, and a Darkseer. So this is my usual offlane starting items. I get a Stout Shield, a Magic Stick, set of Tangos, get the Support Heavy Award, and an Iron Branch. You know, their team is really they have a lot of good carries, and I told my team in comms, you know, we cannot let this go late game. If we let this go late game, we're gonna lose. So from the start, we pretty much went into this, you know, we're gonna end this, or try to end this really fast.
Then I'm going home.
Because last thing you want to do is play against a late game Anti-Mage and Faceless Void with Pudge. Darkseer I wasn't so worried about, but the Magnus into a Void into a cleanup AM ulti combo, you're gonna have a shitty day. I wanted to play solo offlane, and finally the Warlock, I believe, after I told him in comms, ended up going down. And no, he was our mid. So mid Warlock, and then CM and Abaddon supporting the Gyro. So they went 2-1-2 and we went 1-1-3. So I'm not really too worried, especially against a early game Faceless, to get in, you know, try to do get some denies, harass them a little bit with my anchor smash. Let's go ahead and put last hits so you can see how that goes. So if you know you're not going to be able to get the last hit, he was trying to get behind me to force me with the skewer into the creeping Faceless. So one thing you have to be aware about when you're playing against the Magnus is you definitely don't want to let him get behind you. Like I said, just harassing. Anchor Smash takes away a good bit of their damage. You know, took off 16 from his base damage that he can inflict. Once again, I see that he's kind of low, so I'm not really too worried about him going on me. More harass with Anchor Smash. Just do my best to get last hits and denies. Magnus, not too worried about him right now. Um, the Anchor Smash, I mean, it takes away almost half of his damage. So pretty good, better than usual last inning on my part. Keeping up with the mid pudge. So just continue to harass. I know he's trying to get behind me again to skewer me. So pull him into tower range so he can take a couple hits from that. I'm not too worried about the skewer. I have my Anchor Smash. I have 2 levels of Kraken Shell. I had a Warlock coming up and a Stout Shield. So I mean they're really not doing hardly any damage to me at all. I was wanting him to throw the what is that? Shadow Word on the Faceless so we could probably get a kill, but for some reason he wanted to go on the Magnus. So he did a good job of blocking him in. He finally got it thrown onto him. Got 1 level of the fatal or level 2 fatal bonds on. So all we have to really do, we don't have to chase him. We just need to be hitting this Magnus. So I switched. I don't know why we didn't go on the Magnus there. That would have been a easy kill on the Void. So now I'm first with last hits. The Faceless is gonna have to go back and heal. He gave me 1 heal before he left to go back mid. I have a Magnus here. Like I said, I'm not too worried about him. With Anchor Smash and Kraken Shell, he's just with the Stout Shield. He's not going to be doing hardly any damage at all. Went and picked up 1 level of Gush. Figured it would have been good that last fight to have. Definitely would have secured a kill on the Void if I would have had that sooner. Oh, look at these wards. That's good warding on their part. I believe this one here still gives you vision of the. Yeah, it still gives you rune vision. He can see if there's anybody behind tower. So I mean, for the Pudge, this is real good warding on his part.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Luckily, he missed the hook, or that probably would have been a dead Warlock. Faceless is back in lane. Still not too worried about it. I mean, this early in the game, he's not hitting that hard, even with the Empower from the Magnus. So we're 5 minutes in, doing pretty decent on last hits for an Offlane. Tide. I mean, you're just here to get levels, but I mean, I'm picking up levels and last hits. I already have my ulti. First one in the game to get the ulti. I actually did not know that he was back there, so I mean, lucky for me he missed that skewer.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Just harassing him some more. I mean, even with the Empower, I still take off 12. My Kraken Shell takes off 20, and my Stout Shield another 20. So I mean, he's hitting me for next to nothing. So I can just really just stay in lane, get my last hits, harass them back. He's level 4. Magnus is 3.
First blood.
Gyro was able to pick off the Darkseer bottom. Almost got my blink. I mean, we're 6 minutes in, and I almost have blink dagger. If he sticks around too much longer, I mean, I can just ulti right here, and probably. Let's see, he had 225. Yeah, I mean, another 25 damage. If I would have gushed then ulti, that probably would have been a dead Magnus. I'm just hoping to get them both to come back in for last hits a little bit, maybe get another Anchor Smash or 2 off, and then ult. There we go. And that's a dead Faceless Void. But nice if I could have got Magnus in with that also. So here we are, 640 Blink Dagger. I mean, that's really, really good for Offlane Tide. That sets the Void back on his farm. I mean, he's got 15 last hits. So at this point of the game, you know, we've killed Darkseer and Faceless. We've got a Blink Dagger. believe I go for mana boots next. Luckily the Pudge missed his hook. I didn't even know he was there. Mid didn't call missing. I'm not worried. I mean, I've got Anchor Smash, I've got Gush. So there's a dead. Luckily he missed his hook again. Abaddon came in. I tried to get a body block. I probably should have went in with him on this, with him taking the tower. I still believe we ended up picking up the Pudge. Oh, that was good on Pudge's part. Now we have Warlock top, so we have 3 top against the Pudge that really, he shouldn't even be alive right now. Unfortunately for the Warlock, he got cut out, but lucky for him, he had his ult. He was able to get the ult off. Dead Pudge, and soon to be a dead Magnus. So 2 for 0. Pick off there. Go ahead and take top tower.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Anti-mage died to the Gyro, who died to the anti-mage ITP bottom. I really should have went back to base and got mana.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
I mean, I'm not doing any good here. In fact, I'm heading back to base now. I should have just TP'd there. Siam's got 2 in her mana aura, so that's good for the rest of the team. Warlock is really mana dependent. I'm mana dependent to get a Gush alt combo. I mean, that's 270 mana, so it doesn't leave me with much. Gyro, I mean, he's got what's that? 245, and by that he still has 300 left over to do the rest of his abilities. And Abaddon, he's not. I mean, he doesn't need much. With the CM aura, I mean, he's got plenty. So now everyone but CM has their ulti. And on their team, they, you know, they're really behind on levels.
Invisibility.
I go back top, do some more harassing,
Ice is not always nice.
pick up boots. I mean, look how much damage that does. I knew I had the Warlock coming to back me up. We did not know that this Faceless was here. If I knew that, we probably would have went on him. I think Warlock spotted a mountain. And this is a dead Faceless. I mean, fortunately I don't have enough for ult. But I have enough for Gush. My blink will be off cooldown here in just a second.
You drown in blood.
I don't know what the Warlock used this ulti on.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So at this point, I go and get my mana boots. And we decided to just push top. Seeing would have had our ulti here, that'd have been probably 2 dead heroes.
You remind me of my old boss.
And Faceless goes ahead and gives up his life. A TP bot. Once again, I probably should have saved the mana I used for Gush to use for Ravage.
Was always crystal clear.
I hang a coral wreath on your grave.
And that would have been a dead Pudge if I would have done that. So 12 minutes in, I have blink, 4 kills, mana boots. I believe at this point I decide, screw it, I'm going for refresher. Decided to start heading mid tower and find a pudge. Ravage's off cooldown, so I say let's take the fight. If I would have waited a half a second, probably would have got the Darkseer and that Ravage also, and he's just gonna haste away. So now instead of going mid tower, we just take bot. Darkseer's here, there's not really anything he can do to stop this. I blink in front, body block for the CM to get her
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Frostbite. It's a dead Darkseer.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Mana boots are off cooldown. I was waiting for the CM to
Dire's
get back up.
bottom tower is under attack.
Pudge pulls me in. Anchor smashes damage away. Warlock ulti, and then just right clicks.
I pull you to the bottom.
I go to get part of my ring of
Dire's bottom
perseverance.
tower is under attack.
I probably should have went Mana Stone. Or was it Void Stone? Darkseer comes back. Trying to do something. Gush to slow him. Frostbite. Rocket Barrage. So, when your team's behind like this, you can't just keep going in one by one. You're just gonna, I mean, you're feeding the enemy team.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They really, at this point, they should have been 5-manning. I mean, when you're behind by 13 deaths, there's not really much you can do.
This'll come in handy.
I now have my perseverance. And we decided to just pressure mid tower. I didn't realize we didn't have that much ward coverage. I thought we had more than that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So I'd say, hey guys, just stay, hit tower. I've got Ravage in 5. We can just not really too much to worry about. Just kind of back off, wait for the creep wave. Kind of bait myself a little bit now that I have Ravage off cooldown. Got the fatal bonds that Magnus has taken damage with. And now we group up for a team fight mid. Abaddon moves behind the tower to give us some vision. He can always come back around from behind if we need him to.
User disconnected from your channel.
And we move on tower. Oh, he was also invis.
User joined your channel.
Dire's middle tower has
I blink
fallen.
forward, Gush, Anchor Smash, ulti. We got the bomb coming in from Gyro. He was able to blink away, but look how much damage this bomb does.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Did as much as I thought it was going to. Gyro gets hooked. The Abaddon was there to put his shield on him. Anchor Smash take his damage away. Gush, dead Pudge.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
get pick up a couple kills there, pick up tier 2. Void, I guess he didn't know his ulti was off cooldown. Decided to, or his ulti was on cooldown.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Still trying to farm up my refresher.
I'm grateful to you.
Heals from the urn and Warlock. I get hooked, not worried.
Fresh mate.
Warlock ult, Frostbite from the Crystal Maiden.
Denied.
Pudge was able to deny himself. We go on the anti-mage. We were able to see from the bomb that he was in the trees. Call down from Gyro's a little late. He blinks back up in the trees. And he's just going to be able to walk out.
Here's my pension.
Good fatal bonds from the Warlock. And, what is that? Diabolical
Nice thanks.
upheaval. Okay. And Magnus lost his life for that. Ping out top tower. And I do a lot of blinking into trees. And I assure you it was not on purpose. I mean, we're 19 minutes in. I'm 1,400 gold away from my refresher. And see if those guys would have just came top with us, like we told them. Crystal Maiden wouldn't have been crystal feeding just then.
Dire's top tower
Start moving
is
back to
under
mid,
attack.
assuming that they're gonna try to keep the team fight. Turns out I wasn't needed, so go back top to
Dire's top tower is
pressure
under
their
attack.
top tower. Got ward here, so we see this anti-mage coming. A blink,
Dire's
gush,
structures are
anchor
fortified.
smash, and now look, he's hitting for
Dire's top tower is
31.
under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's bottom
Still need
tower
another
is under
1,000 for
attack.
my refresher. At this point, I'm just, I've got Ravage, I'm fading myself, I know I have the team behind me. Chaotic Offering with the Ravage, and that's a dead Magnus and Faceless.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gyro with the ulti. And now we're taking tier 3s.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, just
Dire's
they
top
went
tower has fallen.
greedy lineup, and we ended up making them pay for it. I mean, there's no way that they can come back for this.
Fresh mate. I sleep
Dire's
with the
top
fishes.
barracks are under attack.
Get thee to the understanding.
Dire's top barracks has fallen. Dire's top barracks are under attack.
A little bit better call down from the Gyro with the CM ulti.
Dress warmer next
So
time.
that's 2 of them gone.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
I mean, our Warlock doesn't even have boots. Unless he just sold them. I might be wrong. I wasn't paying attention. He's probably going for boots to travel next.
Unworthy of the thought.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He finally has it, guys. He got wall. He did a lot there. Good job. They really should be backing, get their mana back up, health back up, wait for their ults to be off cooldown.
Invisibility.
Fresh meat.
How he ended up not dying sooner, I have no clue. Then we have Refresher, a jump in Ravage, waiting on the CM Aura to kick in. I probably could use my mana boots there, and that would have been a double Ravage, but I didn't need it.
Women and children and Gunga first.
Kind of mistake on my part. It's the downside to getting Refresher so early. It's 350 mana. With you need another 550. So you don't really have the mana pool to do it. But if you can Ravage, mana boots with the CM Aura and the you a little bit kind of use all your mana, but you can get the double Ravage off. And I get it later on in the game. So we decided to go rush.
Regeneration.
I guess Anchor Smash doesn't really do anything against so no need for Anchor Smash if you're ever rushing. But with the Refresher and CM Aura, I mean, I'm not really wasting any mana, it's just not necessary. I have Ravage, so tell them let's take a fight and push bot.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Lucky for me, I was hooked by the Pudge here. I knew that they were going to be coming in for the fight. Ravage. Thanks for the free blink. Dead Pudge. Get the heals from the Warlock. Look, I mean, look at this mana regen from the CM and the Refresher.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
If you're ever taking tower damage, just right click a creep, just like you're trying to deny it. And I'll take the tower off of you. So Void, Chronos into call down, and that ends his life. AM's over here trying to do AM stuff. I use Anchor Smash, take away some of his damage. We get the rocket and gush.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Almost get him. If he wouldn't have made it back to spawn, he would have been dead.
Dire's
And we go back
bottom
to
barracks are
hitting
under
barracks and
attack.
towers.
Dire's middle tower is under
Missed
attack.
vacuum from the Darkseer that would have been a dead Warlock.
A tribute to my house.
And now I start working towards a Sheep's Guard. The extra mana regen and all should help me with my double Ravage. Satanic pickup on the gyro. Warlock is working towards Refresher.
Regeneration.
I did not know that they had 3 here, but I knew I had team right around the corner. Should have used my mana boots. There we go. Still not enough mana. See him, aura, kicking in. After this, and there we go. So, like I said, probably should have went for early Sheep's Guard instead of Refresher. It would have helped me with my mana problems. You go here to farm mid.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Dead CM. I was able to show up to the fight. We'll clean up the Magnus. And Anti-Mage.
Dire's bottom barracks
I don't know
are
why he
under
didn't just
attack.
keep running mid. He probably would still be alive. Alright, he was able to blink away. But if he would have, I don't know why he went
My
there. He
thanks.
should have just went mid and he had a much better day. Anchor Smash on the Void. Anytime you see that there's a team fight about to happen and they're all orange,
Dire's
just Anchor
middle
Smash, take away that
tower has
damage. You
fallen.
can get a Gushing. I mean, whatever helps the team.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
Once
bottom
again,
barracks-
they're dying one by
Dire's
one instead of
bottom
waiting for their
barracks
team to
has fallen.
get back up. I mean, why is this Void here? There's no need for him to be here.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
You become past tense.
Back to full health. I mean, these guys here should be rotating over to help this Abaddon. Instead,
Dire's
they're
middle
objective.
barracks
I mean,
has
objective
fallen.
Dota. They're taking mid.
Radiant now have mega
We now have Mega Creeps. Jaro shows up late. Void Chrono into a call down. Traps the Anti-Mage Frostbite. He's dead for his troubles.
Like the sun, I rise again.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Die back from the Magnus. I don't know. He might have came back up. I wasn't paying attention. Good hook from the Pudge. Refresher on the Warlock. Should have dropped Fatal Bonds on the creeps in the faces. Done a little bit more damage before he dropped his golems. Why I haven't started buying any components yet, but I mean this match is over. There's nothing they can really do. So now we're just screwing around.
Let's get fresh meat. I just got nothing.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
No mana.
Dire's middle
Could get
tower
a
is under attack.
homing missile
Dire's
off.
middle tower has fallen.
Probably been a dead faceless. So I'm
Dire's
back.
ancient
Like, hey
is
team, I
under
got double
attack.
ravage. Let's fight. He helps me out here. 1, 2.
Radiant victory.
So, a couple things to point out if you're gonna go Tide. You want to go Refresher. You're gonna have some mana problems early game. We had the CM that helped me out a little bit. Might want to go something like Shiva's Guard first. I mean, I was able to pick up the Mystic Staff, which, you know, helped me out with my mana to get that double ravage off just then. But yeah, so easy MMR. Mistakes on their part, I mean, they're just, when you go greedy lineup against a lineup like we had, you know, we can, with good teamwork, we can make you pay for it, I guess. So, this has been Battleswanker's Fire Guy 343, bringing you a replay of a offlane tie game, ranked, and I hope you all have a good day.